It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with German houses versus American houses, part 1. 10 major differences. I'm excited to jump in here and see all the differences between houses. Seen a couple videos with differences between the two. But let's see if we find out anything new. Before we jump in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. What we got?
If you're an American and you're thinking about moving to Germany, I'm going to share with you 10 differences between German houses and American houses.
Talk to me.
What's up, everybody? I'm Steve Miguel, and you're watching XP Life Now. On this channel, I share with you new things that I learned and experienced as it pertains to travel and different cultures. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's a lot of differences between German houses and American houses, but this video won't be all inclusive. I'm just going to share with you 10 things that I feel are an important thing to know if you're considering moving to Germany. So the first major difference is actually not in the house at all. German houses are typically close together in a community. Since I've been here, I've never seen a house that was just off by itself. Compared to the US, it's very common for houses to be separated by a kilometer or so, especially in rural areas like in the South. The second major difference is...
Facts, you know what I'm saying? I think when I grow up and have a family, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would like the big backyard. I would like a nice size front yard. That's just me, but I know in Germany, like I said, the houses are pretty close together. So I feel like it would be more of a sense of community there, and I would enjoy that as well. But I want the big yard, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said when I grow up, I'm grown. What am I talking about? When I get older, I guess, when I have a family.
Especially in rural areas like in the South. The second major difference is German houses tend to be built up. I've never seen a house that was only one floor. Typically, it's at least 2 floors. The house that I live in is actually 3 floors. Versus in the US, it's very common to find houses that are only 1 floor. The third major difference is the carport. For German houses, it's a common thing to have the carport separated from the house. Sometimes you'll have one like mine where it's just a cover. Other times you'll actually have one that you can close. Now this is different from the US where the garage is usually a major piece of the house and it's actually attached to the house. It also serves as another point of entry into the house. And typically they're made to fit 1 or 2 cars. So the fourth major difference between German houses and American houses are the doors. The only way to lock the doors in German houses are with the key. Another thing to note is that if you don't have your key when you go outside, you could potentially be locked out of the house because, as you can see, most doors don't have any kind of doorknob. So when you close it, it's shut and you have to have a key in order to open it.
I like that.
The fifth major difference between German houses...
And I like to know, I'd rather have the door handles over the doorknobs. I do prefer door handles. So shout out to Germany for that, because that's nice.
The fifth major difference between German houses and American houses is the heating. In my house and in most German houses, you have radiators to heat the house up. And what's cool about these things is they're all throughout the house in every single room. And you only heat the rooms that you are in. For example, I spend most of my time downstairs, so I almost never turn on the ones on the 2nd and 3rd floor, including the bedroom because I like my bedroom cold. The sixth major difference between
I really like that because you're not having to use central heating to heat up the whole house when you're only in one area most of the time. I like the fact of just being able to heat up one area of the house that you're going to be in. Feel like that would, know what I'm saying, make the bill a little lower.
Floor, including the bedroom because I like my bedroom cold. The sixth major difference between German houses and American houses are the refrigerators. In most German homes, your fridge won't actually look like a fridge, but will look like an ordinary cabinet. It does not have a freezer, which is something that I think is pretty standard. I've been in quite a few German homes, and I have yet to see a freezer. Typically,
No
all
freezers?
refrigerators within American houses will also be a freezer. The
Yeah.
seventh major difference
I feel
between
like a freezer is a freezer not. I thought it was a necessity to have a freezer. This is wild to me. This like a whole new world. I'm shocked by that one. That one is I hadn't seen before. That one I had not seen before. That one's shocking to me.
American houses will also be a freezer. The seventh major difference between German houses and American houses is that German houses don't have closets. So most of the time you have to buy something like a wardrobe in order to store your clothes. In American houses, every single bedroom will have a closet for you to put your clothes in. So the eighth major difference between German houses and American houses are the windows. The first thing I want to point out about the windows are the rollades. Rollades are these metal or plastic shutters that you can let either up or down, depending on what you want to do. The second thing I want to point out about the windows is that there are two different ways that you can open them. If you don't want to open the window all the way up so that you don't have to deal with bugs and potentially birds flying in, all you have to do is turn the knob all the way up and the window comes down to about this point. Even with it like this, I can already start to feel the cool air start to come into the room. But if you want to completely air out the room, the window actually comes all the way open. And all you have to do is turn the knob to the side, and now the window
that's lit, bro. That's lit.
To lock it, just turn it down. Now there's no standard window for American homes, but one of the things that really comes in handy that you find in the US but won't find in Germany are screens. Typically in America, windows will come with screens in order to keep the bugs out if you want to open it up. The ninth major difference between...
Gotta have the screens, Can't let the bugs in. We do not rock with bugs. Bugs are no-go. But that's cool the way that window open. I think that's really cool and I really like it.
In order to keep the bugs out if you want to open it up. The ninth major difference between German houses and American houses are the ceilings. Looking at German houses from the outside, they tend to have very steep chimneys.
Yeah, did steep chimneys.
They tend to have very steep chimneys.
Steep roofs.
And you actually see that when you go into the house. So you definitely want to take this into consideration when you think about the different types of furniture that you want to buy or move over here. The last major difference between German houses and American houses are the bathrooms, specifically the toilet and the tubs. A couple things I want to point out about the toilet. If you'll notice, it does not have a back tank to it that is visible or accessible. Also, it doesn't go into the floor. And typically what you'll find in American houses is the toilet will be mounted onto the floor. And it'll have a water tank in the back. Another thing I wanted to point out about the toilet is that German toilets don't have a lot of water in the bowl.
I know about that.
The hole is typically far way in the back, and you have like all this flat space in the toilet. So you have to do a really good job aiming, or you're gonna have to use the brush to clean it. Also with German toilets, they do a really good job flushing compared to American toilets. The toilets in America, when you flush them, unless you're in a public restroom, when you flush them, they tend to do, this swirl. The water comes in and it does this swirling motion to drain out. But with German toilets, when you flush it, it just does that. And I've never had a problem with anything not going down in German toilets. As I said, the tubs are different as well. They tend to have these shower nozzles attached to them, but as you can see, there is no shower curtain. or anything to stop the water from getting onto the floor. That is because the shower is actually over here.
That's cool.
Question of
That's
the day.
cool. I like that.
What are some things that you liked about German houses that you would like to incorporate into your own? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as well as check out my other videos about my time abroad. I'm Steve Miguel, and thank you for watching XP Life Now.
I definitely like the windows. I would add those. I would add the radiators to the heating radiators to every room to just heat the room that I'm in. I don't think of anything else. And anything else I said I like during the video. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of that. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.